How's things in downtown Galloway?
Grand.
Grand.
Didn't sound too sure about that.
Well done, Mary. Well done. Mary, you're the coal face, aren't you? With your job. Yeah. How are you getting on? Is it proven to be challenging?
It is, yes. Thankfully we've never had any cases in our home at all, but it is like a different place we're working in.
Aye.
So, yeah, it's not nice, but
have you had your vaccine? Have you had your vaccine?
We're getting our second dose on Sunday.
All right.
So.
Oh well, there you go. You're safe then, hopefully.
Hopefully safe. Hopefully. So.
I got my first one last Tuesday, and I was in agony, Mark. Agony. I
thought it was only the older age groups that were getting it now, Roy.
But that too, but Ayrshire looked at me as important. So, who's gagging to get back into the forests?
Me. Definitely.
That was a predictable answer, was it not?
Aye. When was the last time you sat in a rally car, Keith?
Oh, last weekend I was making the noises and steering the steering wheel. No, it's
Mary, can you get sister to come and see him? He was home. So, have you had a go at a rally car recently?
No, not at all. It's been sitting on the axle stands for a while, and some upgrades getting done, and that's about it, really. So not a lot happening at my end, certainly. So,
what about you, Mark? Lita cars.
I've actually managed to get the axle out of my one since last year's Snowman now. That's not bad after nearly a year.
Oh, dearie me, you rushed into that one, eh?
Well, you know what it's like. I like to be prepared for when we do get back.
Yes, but I think you've got time in your hands still.
I think so still. But hopefully not too long.
So what's the latest McCulloch machine? Is there something on the horizon, or are you just bringing out the old car, or what's happening?
When we get back to it, hopefully it'll be straight into the Mark II again. That's
right.
Really the plan. We were only really just getting the hang of it really when we stopped. So I'm quite keen to get back out and try and get a season into it.
And what about you, Barry? When are you coming back to the fold?
Whenever Keith comes back.
All right, it's your fault, Keith.
That's
not like without me.
They can't go anywhere without you, Mary.
Well, he couldn't turn up here on time.
Exactly. We're still waiting for Jock, and he was supposed to be here last night.
Not surprised.
So we're talking about hopefully things that's happened in the Snowman over the years.
Oh, this is going to be painful for Mark.
Aye, hopefully.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't mean to bring it up. But...
We have to do both ends of the spectrum.
I'll never forget that one, that's for sure.
Right, let's just talk us through that. 50-second lead going into the last stage.
Yeah, all but one until some nugget clipped a rock, and that was that. Got a puncture and ruined the day.
Oh, you hit something. It just didn't go down.
Done, but to be fair, we were on a snow tyre, and the majority of that stage was gravel, and the tyres just weren't going to last for long enough. And we got a puncture quite early on, so that sort of put paid to that, unfortunately.
Lucky set of tyres that you'd had for years.
Aye, and I'll probably use the 3 that I've got left again at some point.
How'd you go rallying on a budget? So
it's the best way at times.
Well, exactly. Well, you've been brought up with your father. I know exactly how he feels.
There's tight, and then there's McCulloch rallying.
So how many times have you done the Snowman, Mark?
Oh, most years, I think. I missed it maybe 2 or 3 years.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It started in 1955. You haven't done it since
I started rallying. Maybe eight times, something like that, I guess.
All right. And was second. Is that your best result?
No.
Did you finish second that day?
No, we were fourth that year. We dropped to
fourth.
I dropped to fourth, so I think that probably would have been my best finisher.
Right.
On the Snowman.
Do you like the snow?
Very much so. Aye, it's quite a good leveler. Like it's good fun.
And what about you, Keith? Do you like the snow?
Aye, building snowmen and throwing snowballs, like.
No, driving in it.
It's not too bad. It's as Mark says, it's quite like driving on wet grass. The auto testing, you learn a lot from that, and you still get the odd panic when you hit the snow. I remember last year, halfway through the first stage, hitting snow and the car just snapping sideways, and you just don't know what to do. But it's always good fun. And the photographers get good pictures. That's the main thing. Yes.
In these pictures, sometimes you wonder which way was he coming from and which way is he going.
Absolutely. I'd like to know sometimes as well.
Well, it's always good to know. Yes. The first, as I mentioned, the first rally, Snowman Rally, was in 1955. It was 350 miles in length, and it started in the evening and finished the next morning. Have any of you three ever rallied in the dark? Apart from navigationals? Stage rallied in the dark?
Yeah.
A couple of times, yeah.
Yeah?
Only in the forest once, so last year's RAC was the first time I'd actually done it.
All right.
That was in the fog, so it was quite interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, it sure was. I did that one too. Roy, at the moment, you look like you're in the dark because we can't see your picture.
That's the best way for me to be.
You switched the lights off, did you?
Zoom isn't able to detect a camera. Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
is the camera falling off the front of your computer? Like, is it just?
No, I think it's still there.
Ooh.
I wouldn't worry about me.
Just carry on.
Aye. I'm the least of your problems. So, are you all set for? Well, hopefully Argyll is going to be the first round. They're hoping that they're going to have a rally. So, both cars ready for Argyll? Yes.
Well,
I'm ready.
Tarmac or gravel? That's the main question.
Oh, it's tarmac. Close roads.
Oh well, I've got some tar tires left over from that run in Ireland we did a few years ago.
Right.
That we won the prize for. So they're still sitting there, and some of them are still brand new. So we'll get them looked out.
Well, the talk of the town is that the first stage is through Dunoon, along the seafront and through the town. Now, that sounds exciting.
Are there life vests available?
Well,
the last time I'd be rallying next to water, me and Mary competed in the Cambrian Rally, and round the what's it called? The Great Orme.
Great Orme, yeah.
And I think Mary had some choice words and some clenching going on because it was very high up there. It's something that on the DVD didn't look like it very much, but when you actually drive it, you think, "Oh my, what if something goes wrong here?"
It's spectacular. I've seen it. Yes, I've not been round it, but I have seen it, and it's just
the drop was on my side. I would have hit the water first.
Well, what you've got to do is left hooker, and you'll be fine.
It is a left hooker, so we are fine.
We're on stage in the direction. All right. So it's June in Argyll. There'll be midges, there'll be darkness, and there'll be closed roads. Are you looking forward to it?
Sounds really good. Yeah, it'd be good if we can get there, hopefully.
Yes, I know that the people, the organisers, are very hopeful that they're going to be running a rally, and talking to everybody on these evenings that we're having with superstars like yourself. Everybody's absolutely gagging to get back into the stages. Alistair Beck has agreed that he's going to go heifers on filming the first corner of the first stage.
I don't remember agreeing to that, but fair enough, that's fine.
I think it's all these guys that have been doing a lot of online racing we're going to have to watch for, because they're either going to be ballistic or they'll think that they'll be able to reset it every 2 minutes like I did.
That's the danger, isn't it?
Yes, aye.
Where's the restart button?
That's it.
It was pretty easy to do it on dirt. It's maybe not so easy when you've got a Mark II line upside down somewhere.
Aye. But apart from the Jim Clark, has anybody done Mull? Keith, Mary, Mark, you've done Mull?
I've done once. Once driving, once co-driving actually.
Who did you co-drive for?
Greg McKnight.
All right.
So that was quite interesting. Shut my eyes most of the time in that one.
You normally do so.
Yeah, even when driving. Now, you were saying about stages along the front. The year that I'd done it in 2009, we actually done the stage in Tobermory right along the front. So that was quite good fun. I might have done something similar in Dunoon.
Round the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then up the hill. But it's tight. Dunoon is wide open. I don't know how they're going to deal with it, but it sounds as if the council are very much up for it. So good on them.
Something like what they run Isle of Man, which looks great fun, to be honest. Yeah.
But it'll be exciting to see how Dunoon welcomes the rally circus across with the epidemic still going on, perhaps, or hopefully not.
The one thing about Dunoon is the local council and the community seem really keen to have everybody over. So
they are, very much so.
Hopefully it's the same.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it was them that were pushing for closed roads, to be honest, more than the organisers. So.
Well, I think the Forestry were making it so awkward in Argyll that if they wanted to keep a rally, they had to change tact a bit, which is because the stages in Argyll are superb, as well you know.
Very much so.
And it's sad that we're going to lose out on some of those fantastic stages, because Argyll's a classic case. You're either going up a hill or down a hill. There's nothing on the level. And a closed road's going to be the same. But I don't exactly know where the route goes. It heads across to the rest and be thankful and round that way, but where they're using roads, I'm not very sure.
Hopefully there's no landslides then.
Well, car will sort that out. Yeah. So, what's the modifications you're doing to the car then, Keith?
Oh well, you've always got to tinker when you've got time on your hands. But I've put a new pedal box and bits and pieces in it, and just tightening up some of the loose bolts. Really, that's that was the main thing. But just bits and pieces here and there. Nothing that'll make it go faster.
Right.
So, after the sticker job that Mark and his team did at the start of last year, it's certainly not going to change that, because it was certainly an eye turner. So it was really good.
So 18 months without a competitive mile being driven. Do you think it's all going to come back in the first 100 yards?
No, definitely not. I think me and Maris took out 2000 and whatever that would be. What was that, 19? And we did the Galloway Hills at the end of that year, and we only got 4 miles before the engine blew up. So there was a big break, that, and then we came back and did the Snowman. So that was our only rally really for the last 2 years now.
Right.
So it'll be strange to get back in the car, but it'll not feel too different, I don't think. So
have a shakedown before you go to the Snowman or the next rally, whatever it's going to be.
Yeah, I think the B794 is quite good for that. So, yeah. So no, that'll be we'll have a good run around the roads here, especially if it's going to be closed roads, you know.
Yes. Are you hearing that, police constable from Castle?
All those good private roads that we've got, Keith.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, aye, yes, aye, private roads, yes. The ones with the white lines up the middle.
Well, it's the ones that you kind of get a white line up the middle that are better.
The ones with the grass up. The ones with the grass up the middle are the good ones. Aye. So it's sad times we're in, but we're going to just have to suffer in silence and wait for Nicola Sturgeon the thumbs up. And I know there was a lot of people behind the scenes working very hard at trying to get us back into the forests, but we're just going to have to be patient. And who would have believed this time last year we were going to be in this situation this year? It's ridiculous. But how's business when we're talking about things? Are you both busy? Are you three of you all busy?
I am, yes.
Of course you will be. Mark, lots of signage?
We're getting by fine.
Right.
It's not breaking any records, but we're in a better shape than a lot of unfortunate businesses are at this time. And yeah, really just doing what we can to survive. So hopefully, like everything, things will pick up. So
if anybody wants their car refettled in the way, this is the chance you got to advertise your wares. Sign right.
I'm sure we could get them booked in anytime. Yeah.
What about the building work, Keith?
I mean, it's quite difficult just now, being confined to. We're not obviously working on any homes that are being lived in, or anything like that. So it's all properties that are either holiday homes or renovations where the client's not staying in them, which has been a wee bit more difficult to organise, and material wise it's difficult to get hold of just now as well. It seems to be taking forever for some things. But no, it's going okay just now. We've got the full workforce out there, so that's all we can hope for just now, and we'll just see how the next couple of months go.
And Feather's still cracking the whip.
You've got Feather's in charge, and then Kirsty's in charge of me, and yeah.
I'll take you to look after you.
Yeah.
Aye, how's Kirsty getting on with no rallying? Because that must be a real problem, because she was away every weekend almost.
Yeah, it must be very strange for Kirsty. She's rallied since she was 16 years old, and then she's 25 now. So she's she's been at it a while now. But I think it'll be a big shock for Kirsty, because she's been, as you say, she was away quite a lot.
She'll be going into rehab.
Not just because she lives with mum and dad.
Yeah, you're allowed to say that. She's going to read this or watch this and go, oh yes, that's nice. I mean, you could have said a lot worse, Mary. You could have said a lot worse. Right, well, I think we've got anything else, Fiona? This is when I ask Fiona, what's the...
No, I think you've done a good job so far. Yeah, yep.
So far.
How many culprits do you have in total?
Oh, Fiona's got half the population of Scotland being interviewed.
We've got about another 4 or 5 to do, I think. And we've done about the same. So, yeah, about a dozen interviews. Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, thanks very much for agreeing to help us out. It's good. It's going to provide some of the entertainment on the day, on the 6th of March. You'll hopefully tune in and have a look and see what else we've been up to. Quite a few surprises.
You'll find out what Michael Binney's new car is.
I think I know about that one.
No, Mark. No, you're not supposed to know about it. It's a secret. You've never heard anybody like Robert Beck having prodded, eventually gave in and told us.
You only had to ask the right man.
we just have to hope Gavin doesn't edit it out.
His comment was that he hadn't driven it yet because the seat was too high, because the guy that had it before him was too wee. So,
Well, I think most people are shorter than Michael, though. So.
well, yeah, but
That
I would
doesn't really narrow it down much.
No. But the next time you see, call him Titch and see how you get on.
No, he'll go very well in that car.
Aye, well, yes, and it's a pony car as well, so
Very.
it's very tidy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, well, look after yourself, folks. Stay safe.